Hello students, welcome back to today's class. Hope you all are well at home and you are practicing mathematics every single day. So currently we are doing our chapter number 9, that is data handling, and today we are going to start our exercise 9.4. So before going to start, let us recapitulate what we have learnt in our previous exercise. So in our previous exercise we have learnt how to read bar graphs. Means there some bar graphs were given. After reading those bar graphs, we have solved some questions, and here in this exercise some information are given. By using this information we have to draw bar graphs. Means in this exercise we are going to learn how to draw bar graphs. So for this you can use graph paper also. Means for drawing bar graphs you can use graph papers also. So let's start from our first question. A survey of 120 school students was done to find which activity they prefer to do in their free time. A survey of 120 school students was done to find which activity they prefer to do in their free time. And here two columns are given. We can see that first column is preferred activity and the second column is number of students. And in preferred activity we can see that playing, reading storybooks, watching TV, listening to music and painting. 5 activities are there. And in the second column, number of students. Means from this column we can see that 45 students like or prefer playing. 30 students prefer reading storybooks. 20 students prefer watching TV. 10 students prefer listening to music. And 15 students prefer painting. Now draw a bar graph to illustrate the above data, taking scale of 1 unit length equals to 5 students. Draw a bar graph to illustrate the above data, taking a scale of 1 unit length equals to 5 students. So we have to draw a bar graph now. So here I have already drawn one horizontal and one vertical line. Now in vertical line I will take number of students, and in horizontal line I will take preferred activity. So for number of students we have to observe the values. We can see that 45, 30, 20, 10, 15 means all the numbers are multiple of 5. So we can take 1 unit length equals to 5 students is already given. So we can take 5 gap. Means if we start from 0, we can take this point as 5. After that 0, 5, after that 10, 5 gap. After that 15, we can take 5 gap if the values are multiple of 5. In this way we can choose values in the graph. Okay, because 0 to 45 is impossible to draw here. For this, for our convenience, we are taking scale like this. So after 15 it will come 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and we need to draw up to 45. So suppose this is 45. And here we will write number of students. Number of students. And in horizontal line we will draw bar graphs So our first preferred activity is playing, and for playing total number of students equals to 45, means our bar graph's height will be what? Our bar graph's height will be 45, means we need to draw a bar graph which reaches at 45. So we have to draw a bar graph whose height will be 45. Now let us draw and as the height of this bar graph is 45, we will write within the bar graph, we will write which activity, which preferred activity we will write here? Playing, obviously. So it will be playing. Now our second preferred activity. Number of students 30 and the preferred activity is given reading story books. So 30, number of students 30 means our bar graph's height will be 30. Means we have to draw a bar graph having height 30. So in this way we can take the height of this bar graph. Now this will be our required bar graph, and for preferred activity it will be number of students 30, it will be reading story books. So we write within the box reading story books. Reading story books. Now our third preferred activity, watching TV, and number of students equals to 20. Number of students equals to 20 means our bar graph's height will be 20. So how will you draw this? 20 means this height. So we need to draw a line which touches at 20. Now you have to join this line by making a bar. So in this way we are getting one more bar for which preferred activity? Watching TV. So we will write within this box watching TV. So watching TV. Now our fourth preferred activity, which is listening to music, and number of students equal to 10. 10 is given. So our bar graph's height will be 10. So we'll draw a bar which is having height 10. Now we'll write within this bar graph listening to music, And our fifth preferred activity is painting. And number of students is given 15. So our bar graph's height will be 15. It will be small letter M. Bar graph's height will be 15. So 15 means we need to draw a bar having height 15. So in this way we can draw a bar graph which is having height 15. Now we have to join with horizontal line to get a bar, and within this box we will write preferred activity of 15 students, which is painting. So here in horizontal line we can write preferred activities and our bar graph drawn is completed. Now first question, one question is given. Which activity is preferred by most of the students other than playing? If it is asked to find which activity is preferred by most of the students, from bar graph we can easily say that playing is preferred by most of the students. But in question it is given which activity is preferred by most of the students other than playing. Means while choosing the preferred students will not take playing. Except playing, will check the remaining bars. Will not consider playing activity. We have to take activities except playing. So which activity is preferred by most of the students other than playing? It will be except playing. Which bar will be the preferred by most of the students? The bar which is having highest height. So definitely we can see that among 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, this bar is having highest height. So reading storybooks is preferred by most of the students other than playing. So our answer will be reading storybooks is preferred by most of the students other than playing. Now I am giving one homework for you. Now your first homework, a survey of 100 school students was done to find which place they prefer to travel their free time. And in first column it is written preferred place, and in second column it is written number of students. And preferred places are Darjeeling, Kolkata, Delhi, Puri and Gangtok. And for Darjeeling, number of students 30. For Kolkata, number of students 20. For Delhi, number of students 10. For Puri, number of students 15. And for Gangtok, 25 students. And your question is, draw a bar graph to illustrate the above data taking scale of 1 unit length equals to 5 students. Draw a bar graph to illustrate the above data taking scale of 1 unit length equals to 5 students. And your first question is, which place is preferred by most of the students? Which place is preferred by most of the students? Now we'll do our next question, that is question number 2. Now our second question is, the number of mathematics books sold by a shopkeeper on 6 consecutive days is shown below. The number of mathematics books sold by a shopkeeper on 6 consecutive days is shown below. And here we can see that 2 columns are there, one days column and the other is number of book sold. Number of books sold. And for days we can see that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 days are there. 6. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 6 consecutive days are there. And number of books sold is given. On Sunday, 65 books were sold. On Monday, 40 books were sold. On Tuesday, 30 books were sold. On Wednesday, 50 books were sold. On Thursday, 20 books were sold. And on Friday, 70 books were sold. Now, question is, draw a bar graph to represent the above information, choosing a scale of your choice. You can choose the scale of your choice. So here we have to draw a bar graph to represent this information by using scale as our convenience. Let's draw a bar graph at first. So here you can see that I have drawn one horizontal line representing days and one vertical line which is representing number of books sold. Now we have to choose a scale as our convenience. So for choosing a scale, at first we have to observe the data. 65, 40, 30, 50, 20, 70 up to this means lowest value 20 and highest value 70. If we start taking from 0, 1, 2 in this way up to 70, it will be quite difficult for us. So we need to make a scale so that within this graph we can represent all this information very easily. So which scale will be preferred for us? If we take 5 gap means 1 unit length equals to 5 books, then we write 0 at first, then 5 we have to write from which is the highest value among these 65. Not, because on Friday we can see that 70 means number of books are sold on Friday equals to 70 and 70 is the highest value. So for this we need to take a scale up to 70. So we need to reduce the gap for reaching at least up to 70. Now after 5, as all these numbers are multiple of 5, so for this after 5 it will come 10 means 5 gaps are there. After 10 it will come 15, after 15 it will come 20, after 20 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. We need to extend the line again. We need to draw up to 70. So in this way we have to draw up to 70. Now we have to express this information through bar graph. So for this, as before, we will take Sunday, number of books are sold 65. So for 65, for representing 65 by bar graphs, we have to take the height of bar graph is 65 by taking this height, means which touches at 65. Now we have to make a bar graph by joining this line up to the horizontal line. Similarly, this side also. And within this bar graph, we'll write number of books sold 65 on Sunday. So within this box, we'll write Sunday. After Sunday, then Monday. On Monday, number of books sold 40. So we need to take a bar graph which is having height 40. So for making height 40, we have to take a bar whose height exactly equals to 40, and in this way we can measure the height of each and every bar. Now we'll join this line up to horizontal line, and we'll write within this bar which day we'll write. After Sunday, Monday, so it will be Monday. After Monday, Tuesday. So on Tuesday, number of books sold equals to 30. So we need to take a bar having height 30. How can we measure 30? Similarly, we have to take a scale which touches at 30, and this height you have to take here and draw a bar. And within this bar we'll write Tuesday. Now after Tuesday, Wednesday. On Wednesday, number of books sold 50. So we need to take a bar having height 50. 50 means this height. We have to take this height. 50 means this height. Yes. And within this bar we'll write Wednesday. After Wednesday, Thursday, and on Thursday, number of books sold equals to 20. So we need to take height 20. In this way 20. And within this bar we will write Thursday. After Thursday, Friday will come. So on Friday, number of books sold equals to 70. So we need to take height 70. 70 means highest height. This height. We have to take this height. So here we can get 70. Now so bar graph has been made. We need to write here Friday. So this will be the required bar where horizontal lines are representing days and vertical lines is representing number of books sold. Horizontal line is representing days and vertical line is representing number of books sold. And here we can see that on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, how many books were sold we have represented through bar graphs. And from these bar graphs we can also solve some questions like on which day the maximum number of books were sold. We can easily say that the bar graph which is having highest height here, that is Friday. So on Friday the maximum number of books are sold. Similarly, if you ask to find on which day minimum number of books are sold. So through bar graph we can see that the bar graph is having smallest or shortest height will be the required answer. So here we can see that the bar graph on Thursday is having shortest height. So on Thursday the minimum number of books are sold. So in this way, from these bar graphs also we can solve some questions. Now I am giving one more homework for you. Now your homework number 2, a survey of 140 school students was done to find which sport they like to play in their free time. And here you can see that 2 columns I have given preferred sport and number of students. And for preferred sport, 5 sports are there like cricket, hockey, football, kho-kho and basketballs. And accordingly for cricket, 50 students like cricket, 30 students like hockey or prefer hockey, 20 students prefer football, 30 students prefer kho-kho and 10 students prefer basketball. And your first question is, which sport is preferred by minimum number of students? And your second question is, which sports are preferred by equal number of students? So this much will be your homework. Today's class up to this. Next day we'll do the remaining 2 sums of this exercise, that is question number 3 and question number 4. So till then Keep learning, keep practicing. Thank you.